Alright, now that we're back at it, just installed my very cheap steering column and actually lost my plugs, so I temporarily had to put these on until I order another set. We're going to button up all the wiring, blinkers, get this thing all lit up. I did want the tilt steering wheel, got that now. Very happy about that. Everything back to normal. Yeah, man, this looks way better than this old boogaloo right there. Yeah. Bear with me. We're going to keep on going. Alright, we're slowly working through the ins and outs. Got the headlights with the 7-inch. These are actually for a Jeep. They have the white halo running light, and then this turns to amber flash on the halo when the turn signal is applied. We'll be setting up more turn signals up here as factory. We did delete the vent, and this will be a solid windshield from now on too. We're just going to glue it in. This is Washington. Don't need all that. I still need to attach the indicator to the Dakota Digital dash brain behind the dash in there. I did set up just old auto parts store switch, old school, basic. I don't want nothing fancy. And as you can see, the headlights are off now. But everything tends to work pretty good. We're going through all the wiring, got the bed on, and did dovetail it. I will need to slightly pop out here at the wheel wells, trying to figure out exactly what I want to do there. We're going to be putting in the toolboxes off the semi or big box truck there on each side with locks fully set up, hooked to the alarm, the whole nine. And all this stuff is going to be cleaned up when I'm through, so bear with me and I'll get you there. All right, now that we are back at it, okay, got lights in the rear wired up, got extra wires for extra stuff. Just kind of running everything along the frame. Gonna have to run a camera wire. I'm putting a 10-inch TV screen. We simply got everything on that end working, and you'll notice the blinker is flashing now. And we got our aux beam set up there, which is going to control all the LED lighting and maybe even the wind. Now these are kind of cool lights. I get them on Amazon. You can get them almost any shape, size, color, anything. So you're good to go. And they flash from a white light to the regular light. And we got our lights up on top added. I am putting all the lighting in. And as we continue, let me get in here. Okay, now in here, let me flip some light on. This is the aux beam control unit for the center that controls everything. Got all of our Dakota Digital. We're cleaning up everything, some radio wiring, steering columns all activated and hooked up. Dakota's wired in. And yeah, you can see those. I'm probably going to have to put some sealant on them though, but I doubt I'll be driving in the rain anyway. But there you go. So as we continue, I just wanted to keep you up to date. And we got our boxes on. Got these actually on Amazon. About like 200 bucks a piece. Fair. Take a key, and I'm going to continue straight on, wheel well, straight out to the end. And this thing should really look good when we're done. So bear with us, man. I ain't giving up yet. I woke up this morning. Yeah. All right, now that we're back at it, finishing putting the radio in, cigarette lighters, and our air ride setup, which will be just simply mounted to there. Try to keep everything. I hate cutting dashes, but there's no point of return on this. Our Dakota Digital's all working. We've got to put our blinker lever on. Other than that, we're moving right along. We got our aux beam control center. I've not put the buttons on. Got all our lighting in, but I'm gonna figure out a way to kind of hide that. Maybe a sleeve of some kind of a board or something simple that'll match the door panels. Got pieces missing from there and there, which I have. Just got to do them up. But yeah, bear with me. We're gonna keep on going. We got her. All right, we are back at it. I just made these. These are the lower links of the 4-link. Just kind of custom fabbed everything. New neoprene bushing kit. And we are sliding back this axle. I made up my mind. I'm going about a foot back farther. Use the original purchase, which is a bolt-on. and we got to weld on hardware for the lowers. On the upper ones, I'm simply going to come off over there and angle in to this center bar. That should allow everything to stay centered, work correctly, and then at the end we'll add the airbags off the top of these mounts. I've got to modify the frame in a little bit and then go back out. So stay tuned. We got this. All right, we're back at it. Okay, we simply got tacked in all of our stuff here. Don't mind. Move our gas tank back for clearance of the pumpkin. Okay, and we made uppers and lowers tacked in, and make sure you measure it. Make sure it's fucking centered, or excuse my French. Okay, there's our bottom with our new bushing sets to our original spring perches. And if you look at it, the angle of this and this are very similar, which should keep that rear end just perfect at that angle. And there's where we tacked it all together, just trying to get our angles right. And I'm going to make sure this works out. We're going to be setting up to put our airbag somewhere in this general area, right above the rear axle, single bolt. We're going to be notching the frame going up and kind of in right here. So bear with me. I'll figure that out next. And there you go. So bear with me and we'll get this all handled. Now that we're back on it, fabulous, fabulous sunshine out, man. Okay, got our bottom airbag set up, our 4-link in. I'm going to be adding some triangle gussets to the metalwork. This is a big support on this one, so I'm not worried about it. It's permanent, but I do want to add some triangle gussets off the ends of these just to button it up. Gas tank is slid back forward, which I don't like welding around gas, but hell with it. I'm looking for my way out, and I'm going out with a flame, baby. Yeah. Okay, there it is. So bear with me, and we'll do our airbags next. All right, so we do got our rear airbags in. I just test hit them with the battery there, obviously. Hook that up on the switch box next. And yeah, I wanted to get these in so I could kind of figure out how wide of a gusset I could go with the drop and everything. We're sitting all the way down, which I'm going to end up probably notching this later, but I want it to stop right where it's at. With that said, airbags in place, and these things go up to like here, man. These are semi trucks. But all aside that, we're going to make some kind of a bar that maybe goes from that bar to that bar, or straight across and ties into the center bars. I'm going to figure all that out in just a minute, and we'll see how it lines up. Make some more video. Here we go, baby. Keep you posted. Right, we're back at it again. Bought me this fancy little AC system with heat and AC. I don't know. I could say unique if you really want, but yeah, there's a million of them. Long story short, kind of lining up our pump pulley. That chrome one right in the middle of the screen back there with everything that aligns it, adjusts it. We've got our condenser and condenser fan on. Oil cooler down below. Factory radiator. I made a couple little mounts for the condenser. Nice, solid, good fit. Works well. Hair of a gap. Good to go. We got a brand new pump. Now, they mentioned this thing's already pre-filled with oil, so that's good to know because I'd go get some dyed oil. I did have to remove my floor pan again. Let me back up. Both the 45 angle of it and the flat side. What I got going is the AC pump's like that much inside of it. So what I'm going to do is modify some metal. I got to redo a few things on the battery anyway, and I wanted to mount these 3 breakers. One for the control unit of the aux beam for all the lighting. One for the charge on the back battery. And then one set up for possibly the winch, which will be a real big one. But we'll see. This does have a secondary battery in the back. So I'm just going to kind of see where it goes. We do have our back working and functional. I do have to go through and re-weld a few more things, paint a few things. Ended up changing a few things. That's why I got some cuts in there. But we got it all working. The truck does sit a lot lower now. A lot lower. It's like on the ground. That's what I wanted. But while I'm in here, I want to put all my emblems on my nose piece. Put all the emblems back on, all the chrome. Maybe hit it with one more flat black coat. Clean everything up. Everything is so dusty. I've been working non-stop. Replace a couple simple hoses like that. Radiator reservoir. I got a whole list of stuff. If you want to come over and help me out. But there you go. That's where we're at with it. And got a lot more wiring done. Everything's pretty much set up. Got a lot of our stuff kind of tucked away already. Had to pull some wiring back down here for all the heating and AC stuff. So I want everything to match to the fuse box that's up in there. So if you pull the fan fuse, it's actually for the fan, not the toilet. So here we go. Bear with me. I'm going to keep on going on this and just keep making little footage here and there. My phone won't exceed a long video, so I kind of have to just do brief ones and show you what I did. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bear with me for the ride. You ride in the back seat right there. I got a seat right in the middle. You riding right in the back. You're good. Back at it. We're getting a little farther. Got our condenser fan set up. Our air dryer, which I think I'm going to be adding the switch, pressure switch, whatever you want to call it here. Got most of the lines ran. I got these real tight, but I think I'm going to double clamp them, honestly. They were real hard to cut, real stiff tube. If you haven't done an AC system before, definitely make sure you do your research. These are tricky, and this system really didn't come with that much for instructions, but I've done quite a few of these, so I'm familiar as long as I got somewhat of a parts list on these few pages. This diagram basically shows exactly what's going on. Pretty simple. Follow. Make sure you don't pull a dumb move and have your fan blowing backwards or forwards. You always want it blowing towards the motor. If you got it going backwards, it'll overheat and it won't work. Don't overcharge the system. The system does not come with 134A. That's the coolant for it. So there you go. Bear with me. I'll keep on going. Our bag's getting a little emptier. And we're going to start on the wiring and actually setting up the evaporator box here behind the glove box. But I want to make sure everything is tight. Lube up your O-rings with just the white grease. Something simple. Keep it clean. Don't want dirt or moisture. You're going to have to evap the system. With a 2-stage pump is preferable. And I'll get to that. I'll go ahead and run you through that as I do it. Maybe have an idea to do this if you ever want to add one of these to your old school. If you're in a hot state. I'm not. I live in Washington. AC isn't mandatory. But I do want the heat side, and I might as well run the AC while I'm at it. So we're doing it anyway. I want this old truck to have every modern option I can add. Other than I'm going to have major floor pan fixes. I did add 2 defroster vents. This kit came with those. And I'm going to add one in each corner here and on the left side of the steering column. I'm going to have to modify my floor pan, my badass floor pan I built. I'm going to have to play with it and make it work different. Service ports, high and low, are both right there at the pump, but I'm going to have to notch the metal and make it work. And I want to seal it up so we ain't got a bunch of hot air blowing in the cab. So as I do this, I'll try to keep on it. We'll see where we land. Let me tell you a little something about Amazon AC setups. You go the extra mile. You build all the goodies. Mount it all perfect. Solder all the wires. And this is what I'm up to. I got everything in, man. That AC unit. Sorry, the inside looks like a bomb went off. And last piece of 2 glasses I'm waiting for. We just got our dash vents in. I got to do something with the glove boxes finally that time. Did put in the heat evaporator from the AC setup. All the heater controls, airbags, steering column, Dakota Digital, Jensen TV, and AUX Beam 6-pack controller. And then on the back, a lot of damn tools, gadgets, and hair that I might have pulled out. But it's okay. I still got some hair. We're okay. I 4-linked the rear end, and actually I made this myself. Ooh, I did. That's right. And it's all leveled up. Got a good pinion angle. Got to mount the brake line and a few things. But this baby's pretty much on the ground. I got about 3 inches down. And that's what it's looking like in my mess back here. Yeah, but aside that, let me show you what I got going. What? Oh, yeah. Hi, motherfuckers. All right, check it out. Check it out. We're gonna juice this up. Woo! Whoa! Whoa! Okay. So now our front's up in the air, opposed to what it was. Let me flip this around with my Marlboro smoking ass. And yeah. Now the back, I'll show you. We'll just hit our magic little. Whoa! Can't hit them too hard. First time I did this, I blew the airbags off and blew the rear end out the truck. Okay, and there are big ass semi truck airbags, and now you got enough room for somebody's big head to fit in there, and then you dump it on them. If you don't like it, just oblong them up a little bit. They'll be good to go. So, yeah, it definitely modified the height of the ride. But just keeping you posted on my little project I got going, all my little gadgets, everything coming together. Other than that big ass AC pump, which I gotta somehow build some metal that goes up and over. Maybe I'll turn that into the motherfucking gas pedal. I don't know, but I'm going to figure out something. So bear with me. All right, we are back at it. Simply setting up, just final touches. I ended up putting the dimmer switch up there. For now, I'm gonna extend the wire so I can be back on the floor. That said and all, just building some simple pieces to go in for holding the speaker mounts. Gonna be building my door skins out of 1/8 inch thick material because these are really, there's not much space between the handles and the frame of the door. So we did get our wing windows back new. Waiting on our front glass still. That's that updated 2027 stuff. Yeah. No. Okay, we got all of our defrost vents, our regular vents, all of our knobs and switches work now. Did end up putting a horn button over there. You can see it. It's, working through it, guys. We got a lot of buttoning up. I'm actually putting an alarm in this thing too. Yeah, setting it all up. I might as well. I'm all in it. Put every single thing I want. And I ain't even figured out what I'm going to do behind the glove box here yet. I got to do something cool, man. Pistol holders or something. It's going to be badass. Bear with me. We're going to keep going. All of our air rides are working. We got some strapping and bracing to do. A few triangle gussets on the back. Just a bunch of buttoning up. I'm going to keep on pushing, keep on moving forward. I'm going to keep making little videos here and there. I tripod this, gentleman, but my phone does not have the capacity. And, yeah, we're just going to do what I can do. Bear with me. All right, we getting it together, man. Okay, maybe not. The grill's over there. It's all right. I take my grill out and I put it in the sink at night. AC's on, headlights, blinkers. We got some glow lights going in. Oh, we got the horn motherfucking button. Yeah, everything hooked up. All right, our active air pumps. Put in a new shifter. Got it on tilt right now. And yeah, got our speakers and our little kick panels in now with the stained wood. Yeah, we're slowly building this thing air ride ready and working, and huge airbags, and like I said, every little light working, man. Bear with me, it's gonna get finished. All right, we're back at it again, going through more stuff here. Got a punch list, man. That's pages. Anyway, aside that, we're working out. We did put gussets in. We're going to probably add some more weld, clean up, round stuff. Got that all set up. I pulled this whole bottom plate off. that thing right there in the center of the screen, the platform for the airbag. If you notice, it's tilted like that. Now it's flat on this side, which lines us up. It's got a good straight line now. And we also, let me see if I can get under here. We built these little setups, which I got to finish welding. Quarter plate on top of what was already there. These are now connected to the bottom of the airbag plate. Let me get under this thing real quick so you can see. Ow, I just hit my head and I really want to cuss right now. Okay, we buffined that way up compared to just simply tacked on over there. And you can really see how unlevel that plate is, opposed to this one, which is now flat. I might end up redoing the brake lines. I do not like the way they look. I don't want them wobbling, wiggling, jiggling, rubbing, nothing. So it's all in the setup here of just touch-ups. And you see we doubled up our metal there. These are definitely not going to come loose. We got some more welding on both sides. The vent, I got to make a piece which holds it. Make sure your brake line is not overextending or bending too hard. Find your sweet spot. Yeah, there you go. So give me a minute. I'm going to finish up this other side, and then I think we are going to continue on forward. I did throw a cross brace in, temporary tacked, and that keeps the rear end from moving this way or this way. It's on jack stands, so it can't go up and down, and I don't want it to move at all. This thing is within an 1/8 inch of perfect both sides. So I'm happy with that. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And then I think we got a little more tack weld to do, but I need to drop this arm. You don't want to overheat your neoprene bushings or your rubber mounts, whatever you may run. Don't overdo them. Don't over weld around them because you'll melt them. Light them on fire and they're done. But we're going to be bracing all those, redoing all that, redoing that, and all the gusseting along there and there, adding triangles to both sides. Now this does need some more welding still, but you kind of see what I'm up to. And I've also, one last thing as well, I've got to add a bump stop here somewhere. Probably going to put a rubber mount up here by my finger and mount it to the metal to bump off the top of this. And I've got a rule of thumb of this. If you lose an airline or an airbag and you're going, I don't know, you're out of town, you're 100 miles from the nearest town, you need to build a slowly at least putt. Like, make it drivable. Even if it's low, make it drivable to where you can get it to where you got to get to. If you make it where it's on the ground dragging, it probably ain't going to be in your favor if you ever have a problem. So, do what you do, but don't say I didn't warn you. All right, bear with us for the next video. All right, welcome back on this beautiful afternoon. What we got going today, getting everything, we're adjusting lights. We got mirrors on now, just some aftermarket Amazon. They were black. They went okay with what I wanted to do, kind of my theme. We did get our glass 2-piece cut in, put in this morning. He's going to come back and run a filler on the edges, but it looks phenomenal. Our AC does work. We got everything going. We got door pins now, alarms all in, button up some wiring. The aux beam control up there, which you can't see in the dark, of course. Ha! Cannot see. Put a smaller shifter in. We're going to build a plate around it, and then a set of cup holders and all the fancy little wood above this. Besides, it'll keep some of the heat out because the AC vents do work. And we got defrost vents as well. And on the back, I've been working my tail off. Kind of went flush with the boxes all the way back. I got to go pick up more metal, hopefully tomorrow. We're going to put bump stops on the airbags. And we also, I've got limit straps coming for these because I already blew the rear end out one time. Stupid move, hit the switch and boom! Loud noise. And yeah, it was laying over here on the ground. So was I, crying. Anyway, all that mess is going bye-bye. And as I posted before, all the taillights and everything working. I really like the stance. The glass looks clean. Very happy now. So I wish I could get a little more on like a tripod or something for everybody, but this is what we got. So this is what we're gonna roll with. Got all our AC and heat switches in the middle. Gonna build some kind of a glove box setup with a light in there. We're putting lights in the toolboxes. This thing's already got lights as far as around the bases of the seats and whatnot as well. And under the dash, I haven't completely locked them in, but we've got our speakers in now. Our radio and everything's working. All of our lighting is going in. I'm moving right along on this thing. We got to re-bleed the brakes, and I don't like the angle of the gas pedal, so I think I'm going to modify that a little bit. But super tight fit. All the AC stuff is right there. That's why this is so funky right there. I hate that, but I don't know. Custom, man. You figure it out, baby. Yeah. Door's shutting nice. Look at that fresh glass right there. Alright, welcome back, YouTube. Getting a little farther. Just kind of continuing on. Got a lot of lighting put in. Everything turning on. Underglow everywhere. Everywhere. Like everywhere, man. Yeah. And we're going to be putting it on the back. I'm far from done. This right here is dope. I like the way the grill area turned out. Looking amazing. Got our chrome back on. Got lighting behind there. I'm going to be putting along under the front bumper and along the frame, under the boxes, all the way back. I actually just got my hands on some aluminum diamond plate today. 3 sheets. We got our mirrors on, and this thing is tucked nice and low. I drove it today. Not happy with the drive line. Once that's on, I'm going to go ahead and button it up, but we're shaking a little bit right there at the midsection. So I'm going to keep working on it. Of course, you know how to touch it with my old Schools and Tools YouTube sticker. And yeah, this thing is lit up like a Christmas tree. Very, very happy about the way this turned out. And all blinkers, brake lights, re-bled the brakes, everything's working. Everything. So, yeah, probably make one more video on this, and we'll show you how we ended up after we get the wheels on. Welcome back, YouTube. Okay, I'm going to end the video with, yeah, it looks good, man. I'm very happy. Tucked nice and low. Low like my basset hound. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to continue the next video. I'll have the bed built and everything else, but man, I got projects everywhere. Whole fucking yard full, man. I'm fucking over it. I'm getting them all done. So bear with me. There's a lot to come still. We're going to get there. But anyway, thanks for watching. I know the videos are long, sometimes boring, but I try to make them interesting with my humor. Anyway, thanks. And yeah, there'll be more. This will be continued. Bear with me. We got a lot to go. Finished the bed, wheels, tires, a hell of a lot more LEDs. Drove it some more today. A lot better. Got the drive line situated. We're just going to work our problems through it. Hunk up a dog. Is it low enough for you to get in? I don't know. We're going to find out. Thank you. Thank you.